I've got a big old cup of tea and a file folder with what looks like to be a pattern. Do you know what that means? It means we're sewing, folks. Hey, it's Mads and welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? I have had a recent influx of new subscribers. So hi to you new kids. How are you? Welcome. I hope you are enjoying the videos, the content. I am Madison. That back there was 7 on this channel. We do all things DIY, thrift, flip, adventures. Oh, he's scratching. Mommy's trying to work here. Mommy's trying to pay the bills. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you. Whether you've been subscribed for the last year or you are new to the channel, I'm so happy to have you. I'm so excited for us to hang out together on this lovely Sunday. I need to talk to you guys about this. Her, you wanna see it? Well, she is a pattern for a bustier top. Today we are working with this pattern here. I'm gonna pop it on the screen. It is a Fabrico Patterns over on Etsy pattern. I have perused her patterns before. I even think I have a couple like saved in my stash. I really like her style and I really liked this pattern because it was like a bustier top with a zipper. I have never done like the grommets and lace. It is on my list to learn, but I knew for this particular top I had in mind, I wanted to keep it with a zipper closure. I love a zipper and I'm very excited to use this pattern. This pattern is a little bit more intimidating than other patterns I've done in the past. It is more intricate and has details in it that take a little bit more finesse and that are a little bit more intermediate than I'm used to. So that is exciting and terrifying all at the same time. It definitely is a step up in skill level, but I'm excited to see what I'm able to do. I am just a girl with access to a Canadian Tire where I bought a sewing machine. That's all. I have a credit card, which means I got this. And what like draws me to the idea of making clothes is I can make something exactly right, exactly the way I have it pictured in my head. So it's exactly what I want. And then once I have exactly what I want, I'm happy. Can you tell there's a Taurus in there? Can you tell? Because I can tell. I can tell. Before I can break out my sewing machine and get started, our first step is to get all of our pieces cut out in both our main and lining fabric. By main fabric, I mean the fabric that is going to be on the outside of the garment that the world will see while I'm wearing it. I am using this amazing thrift store find. I paid up a little bit for this fabric, but I don't mind at all. The color, this like greeny, tealy, sage green is perfect for spring. I love the grapes and pomegranate motif and the cherries. It lends itself to be springtime and playful, but also a little sexy, which I love. So I'm laying that fabric out and kind of picking and choosing where I want the fabric to line up. I really love the pattern on this fabric, so I'm paying a lot of attention to where I'm cutting these pieces out. I like to think of this step as putting my puzzle pieces together and what part of the pattern do I really want to showcase? Where do I want things to line up? I like the look of planned patterns, and when the patterns match up in the right way on the seams, I really feel like that does add that polishing step to a garment that takes it from homemade, crafty to higher end, to designer, to planned, and makes it so that you have a higher quality garment in the end. For the lining of this project, I'm using a fabric you guys have seen before on this channel. I've made a lampshade out of this. We made straps for a tote bag out of this fabric, and I've got so much use out of this satin. I think the pink really complements the green without being matchy and will go really beautifully on the inside of the top. For this top in particular, because I'm working on these specific skills and I really am going for perfection and I'm doing the most, I'm going to take the step to iron all of my pattern pieces separately first before I start to assemble. This gets everything nice and I can go over in the patterns, make sure I have all of my demarcations lines set to line everything up, make sure that everything is the right shape. I can go against the pattern and make sure that I'm cutting away away anything extra that needs to be done, and everything is the right shape and all of my lines match up on my pattern so that I really do end up with the cleanest finish. I don't always do this step, but I'm gonna take the time to do it here because I just feel like something this detailed with this many pieces really requires it for it to come together in the end and look really seamless and put together. All my pieces are looking really beautiful. Everything is as good as it can get. Fingers crossed that it's working out. I'm going to do this in the simplest way I know how, reading through the pattern instructions and just using everything I know, using all the information in my brain. My plan of attack here is to put together the lining bodice and then the lining, and then put together the like main fabric, the outer fabric flat, because the zipper is gonna go in the back center seam. I feel like I want a top just made out of this. I love this satin. I might do that. I might have enough. I might have just enough to make a little top. This is gonna be so cute. So this is gonna be actually the inside. So it's gonna on my body sit like this, but this will be the inside. Do you see the vision? Do you see the vision? I'm seeing the vision. Ooh, this is gonna be so pretty. So I'm gonna attach everything, leaving the tops of the straps open because we're gonna have to turn those inside out and attach them together. Well, I'll talk you guys through that when I get there and we'll figure out what to do. I have an idea on how to like make sure they're like nice and flat and I don't have like a seam on the inside. Now, because I'm lining this piece, I'm not going to zigzag all the edges and then sew everything together. My plan of attack is to attach all the pieces and then go back on all of the seams and just zigzag the two where they meet together. Everything is going to be neatly tucked within the bodice, so you're not going to see any of the seams or any of the zigzag stitches, and I don't have to worry about it being like perfect on every edge. And putting them together like that will help me iron them flatter so everything is nice and crisp and clean on the outside and on the inside. Do you ever get one of them little threads in your nose? Oh, that was rough. Oh, that sent me. My lining is all together and is looking beautiful. This needs to be pressed still, but I'm going to do the front first so I can press everything at the same time and only have to get on the iron like once. Oh, that's pretty good. This one's pretty good too. I missed out on some of the grapes there, but I think like that on the side, I think is gonna look nice. I'm proud of these front ones too. This flows really beautifully over here. Like it kind of looks like it's supposed to, like once it's ironed. And I think this is gonna be pretty too. I really wanted to make sure I got these cherries. I really love the cherries. But like pomegranate situation here. Ooh! It's coming together. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting.
Red ones and blue skies. What did we know? We were so very young. The heart and the past changes so fast, like a chameleon. Red ones and blue skies. What did we know? We were so very young.
This is looking kind of small. It's looking a little small. Oh no. This is where it all goes wrong. I'm worried about this here. Did I measure? No. Panic. It's okay. I should have. Let's not worry what I should have done. Let's worry about what I can do. What can I do? I could put grommets in and lace it, and that would be like, I could adjust the fit, but I don't have the stuff to do that. I'd have to go to the store, and I don't really want to. I want to get this done. and put laces in and leave it, or I could add another panel. That's like my two choices, I feel. And I am not, yeah, I just need another 5 centimeters. I'm not like plus size by any means, but I'm not teeny tiny either. Like I lift, now work out. And I have tummy trouble, so I'm constantly bloated. So yeah, if I want it to look right, I've got to add another 5 centimeters or do the little corset. I think the corset would look really pretty, but I just want to use what I have. Here's how I'm going to make sure this fits me. I'm going to cut out a 5 centimeter panel in both my main fabric and my lining and split that in half and attach it to either end. And that's where there will be like an extra panel back there, and that's where we'll attach the zipper and stuff, and just pretend like it was supposed to be that way the whole time. Okay, I think crisis is averted. Time to do all my zigzag stitches. Scheduled, like following the pattern programming. We've made it to the part where we get to like put the two sides together. So what I'm doing here is taking the right side. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I'm not over how pretty this is going to be. I'm taking my right sides together and I'm just going to pop a pin in the neckline just to keep everything nice and nice in all the corners. Line my seams up. Oh, hi, Ketchup. Oh, are you saying hello to the camera? Oh, wow. Oh, yes, you have a very beautiful coat pattern. Yes. She would like compliments in the comments, she says. Lining up beautifully. All my notches make sense. All my pieces make sense here. I think we've dodged a bullet, I hope, in the fit area. I'm pin happy. I think you could probably get away with doing less pins than I do. But I love a pin. I feel like a pin makes me feel like I know what's going on even when I don't. So I'm going to sew this first. The like front, the front neckline. I'm gonna sew that first, but I'm gonna leave the tops of the straps open, and I'm just going to do a single stitch here. I'm using the same method to put these seams together as I did the individual, like the lining and the front piece. I'm going to do a single stitch and then a zigzag stitch on the other side of that to make sure all my seams are super secure and in place and they're not going to fray on me later on when I wash it or while I'm wearing it. I want to show you guys up close like what I mean by a single stitch and then a zigzag. And this is like the perfect opportunity. I'm using like a darker thread so you can really see it against the lining here. Let me grab you. Hold on. I'll take you guys. So you can see here, I did my single stitch. That's my regular stitch. So that's the stitch that when we turn this inside out, it will just be a stitch like that. But then on the inside of that stitch, I did a zigzag stitch all the way around. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. It's my clothes. And that is going to keep all the seams together. You can see I did the same here, but you can really see it like right here. Oh my god, that stitch is like crazy, so like don't look at it. But this is just the back side of the zigzag. So my single stitch and then my zigzag, and that will keep everything together and keep everything from fraying. Okay, you guys, it is time to turn her inside out. We are almost there. She's looking beautiful on the inside. I'm actually very impressed with my craftsmanship. I am gonna go in and very quickly like trim all the little edges and just make sure everything is super duper clean before I install the zipper, just so that I know it's done and in there. But I want to turn this inside out because I am so excited. Okay, ready? Okay, first. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. Okay, now for the sleeveys. Oh, I can see a part here that isn't quite right. There, I've now done the section I forgot. This is like where all my anxiety lives, is in this part, because if it's wrong, it means I have to undo a lot of stitches. Okay, let's see. Sleeve 1 is out. Okay, things are looking good. I think I did this right. I think I did this right. Oh, I love it when things go right. You know when things go wrong and then they start to go right? Ugh, that's just the best feeling. It's like, yeah, there was a hurdle, but we got over it. We pivoted. We didn't even really pivot. We just like problem solved. That was fun. Taking this opportunity to like double check all my seams and make sure they're perfect. Like I said, I'm a beginner and sometimes I zone out or I'm like watching my little show and I like get distracted or the cats distract me and not all my stitches are perfect. So really taking this time to like go through everything and make sure everything's secure. Let's give her the quickest presses of presses so that we can install the zipper and sew the sleeves together. And then we're done. We're literally done. I'm gonna be able to put her on soon. Oh my god, I'm so excited. You guys, oh my god. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever made. This is stunning and she's not even done. Like, look at her. Do you see? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Do the straps really quickly and then I can throw in the zipper and put it on. These straps I'm doing in a new way. So I'm gonna talk you through it because honestly, I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna work. Plan is to fold this one in a little like this, like roll it in on itself a little bit. That, so it's like a little tubey tube, kind of like roll it back inside out and then take its friend and insert her. Yes, I can hear all the jokes right now. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, this is so gonna work. And then insert it like that. That looks so clean. I wish you guys, sometimes I wish you guys were here because I get these crazy ideas. That looks nice. And then I'm just gonna top stitch it. I feel like that is very reasonable. Yeah, this looks right. You know what? I'm gonna do a little box here. I'm gonna do a little cheeky box stitch actually. I feel like that makes sense. All right, friends, I'm going to throw the zipper in this bad boy. If you guys want me to go in depth on how I'm doing my invisible zippers and do like an actual step-by-step tutorial, let me know in the comments. I think I figured it out. It's a little bit tedious and like a little bit like of a brain jumble, but I think I've got a pretty good handle on it at this point. So if you want a full walkthrough, let me know down below and I can definitely do a video the same way I did like the French seam video. Let me know and I can totally make that happen for you guys. But I'm gonna throw that zipper in and I will see you in the reveal. I am so excited. All right, you guys, this turned out so beautiful. And if I dare say it's giving Bridgerton vibes, I didn't realize that Bridgerton left such an imprint on me this new season, but it is definitely giving Bridgerton vibes. I think I'm gonna call this my like Bridgerton-esque top because I love it. It is so pretty. I love the cherries and I love the pomegranates and just the whole thing. It made me so happy. I am coming to you, sans makeup and hair. I forgot to film an outro for this video, so I'm coming in right now. This is editing Madison. Hello. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I appreciate every single one of you for being around. So thank you so much. I'm so eternally grateful for you. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you think there's someone else in your life who might enjoy it, please feel free to share that video around. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to just leave them in the comment section below. You know I'm always in there and I respond to just about every comment and I love a chit chatting. I love a yapping with you guys. So feel free to get a hold of me there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this Saturday. Oh, and if you like this video and you liked me, like, subscribe, like, come hang out. Like, we're building a little community here. We're putting a community together brick by brick. And I am so happy and so grateful. How many times have I said grateful? Take a shot for every time I said grateful. I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye. Oh, and I'm not gonna get you a cat because you got one right there. Look at him. He's just so handsome up there. They love that cat tower. Bye.